All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're tackling the wild, exciting world of short-term trading, and we're using Tony Turner's classic guide for beginners as our roadmap. We're going to take all that wisdom and boil it down into a quick guide to help you find your way through this thrilling and, let's be honest, sometimes chaotic landscape. So let's get to it. I don't think you could find a better way to put it. Tony Turner doesn't see the market as just numbers on a screen. No, it's a relationship. It's this passionate, totally unpredictable partner, full of incredible highs and, yeah, some pretty crushing lows. It's a stormy romance, and millions of people are absolutely captivated by it. And make no mistake, this partner, the market, is seductive. One minute, it's showering you with gifts, just handing you profits. The very next, it's cold, cruel, and punishing. It can hear good news and tank, or shrug off a global disaster like it was nothing. The whole thing can turn on a dime based on a single word, like inflation, or rumors of conflict. This is the wild ride you're signing up for. So, how did this intense romance become something anyone could get in on? Well, it all comes down to technology. Think about it. Back in the 60s, the stock market was basically a private club for the rich. But then tech started knocking down the walls. By 85, you could actually trade from your home computer. And then came the real game changer. 1997, the $8 online trade. Suddenly, the floodgates were wide open. And today, that whole world, once locked up on Wall Street, fits right in the palm of your hand. And what a dream it is, right? This is the siren song that pulls so many people in. The ultimate freedom. You get to be your own boss. You could work from a laptop on a beach if you want. No more office drama, no more 9-to-5 grind. You get the financial power to build the life you've always wanted. It's a seriously powerful vision. Yeah, but that dream, it's only half the story. Because for all its romance, the market is also one of the toughest battlefields on the planet. It really doesn't take prisoners. The dream is what gets you in the door, but to actually survive, you're going to need a completely different mindset. So, to survive on that battlefield, you first have to understand the terrain. So, welcome to the zoo. And I mean that literally. In this financial jungle, it is survival of the fittest. And believe me, the unprepared do not last long. To have any shot at success, you have to learn to recognize the other animals in the pen with you. Okay, now this is fascinating. This is how the players break down. You've got your bulls, they're the optimists, betting the market will go up. Then you have the bears, the pessimists, betting it'll go down. Now here's the thing, both bulls and bears can make money, but then you have the sheep. They just follow the crowd, chase hot tips, and, well, they get fleeced. And finally, the pigs. They get greedy, they get impatient, they want it all and they want it now. And the old Wall Street saying is absolutely true. Pigs get slaughtered. So what's in charge of this whole zoo? You might think it's logic, or company earnings, or news reports, and sometimes it is. But more often than not, the entire market and every single decision you make is ruled by a two-faced master, two primal, powerful, and often really destructive emotions. And here they are, greed and fear. Greed is that little voice in your head screaming at you to chase a stock that's already gone to the moon. It's the voice telling you to dump all your money into that one sure thing. And fear? Fear is its evil twin. It's that whisper that tells you to sell a fantastic stock just because it dipped a tiny bit. It's the paralysis that makes you sit on the sidelines while perfect opportunities fly right by you. For the unprepared trader, these two emotions are the puppet masters. This right here is maybe one of the most important things a trader can ever learn. The market does not care what you think should be happening. It doesn't care about your brilliant analysis or your hopes or what's in your bank account. The price is the price, period. The market's reality is the only reality that matters. Trying to argue with it is like trying to argue with gravity. Okay, so things sound a little bleak, right? We've got a chaotic battlefield, rules by emotion, and it couldn't care less about us. So how on earth do you win? How do you quiet those inner voices of greed and fear? Well, you do it by building your own structure, your own set of rules. And here's the answer. You have to stop treating trading like a weekend trip to Vegas and start treating it like a serious business. Think about it. Professionals don't gamble. They execute a plan. Amateurs chase thrills. Professionals manage risk. This mental shift, it changes everything. Every real business needs a plan, and here are the 4 pillars of yours. First, time. You have to be brutally honest with yourself about how much time you can actually commit. Second, capital. And this one is non-negotiable. Only use high-risk money you can truly afford to lose. This is not your rent money or your retirement fund. Third, your office. Create a space that's just for trading. Quiet, dedicated, no distractions. And finally, your broker. Do your homework. Find a partner whose tools and fees actually work for the strategy you want to use. This foundation right here is your shield against those emotions.
So, once you have that business plan locked down, there's one last piece to the puzzle. And it's not out there in the market. It's not some secret trading formula or a magic algorithm. Nope, it's inside you. It's all about shifting your internal mindset.
To really get this, listen to this incredible true story. It's called the Parable of the Golden Buddha. Back in 1957, a group of monks in Thailand were moving this huge old clay statue. It didn't look like much, but during the move it cracked, and one of the monks, being curious, shined his flashlight into the crack and saw a little glint of gold. So they started to carefully chip away the clay, and underneath they found a breathtaking, solid gold Buddha that had been hidden away for hundreds of years. And that is the perfect metaphor for a successful trader. You are that golden Buddha, but right now you might be covered in a layer of clay, the clay of fear, of greed, of impatience, and all that self-doubt. See, the path to becoming a profitable trader isn't about finding some secret treasure out there. It's the internal work. It's about chipping away all those destructive habits and emotions to reveal the disciplined, patient, and successful trader that's been inside you all along. So the final question really isn't about the market at all. It's about you. The tools are discipline and a solid plan. The real goal is self-mastery. This journey doesn't start on Wall Street. It starts right inside your own head. So are you ready to pick up the chisel?